My name is Ethan. I'm 27 now, and if you'd told my teenage self that I'd one day walk away with my grandfather's $3.5 million fortune, I'd have dismissed it as a cruel joke. Back then, survival meant scraping by day to day, not showing up in a sleek attorney's office where my estranged parents eyed me like predators sizing up a meal. The twist? These were the folks who'd abandoned me at 18, shoving me out the door with a duffel bag and a cold declaration that I was on my own. Now, they sauntered into the will reading as if we'd shared Sunday dinners all these years. Our household had always been a tangled mess. Mom and Dad weren't scraping by. They owned a comfortable split level in the suburbs. Dad managed warehouses for a shipping firm, and Mom taught elementary school part-time while playing queen bee in the cul-de-sac. But image was their religion. My big sister, Sophia, embodied perfection. Top grades, volleyball star, the kid who never rocked the boat. She was untouchable. Me? I was the black sheep. Not a troublemaker, just different. More into sketching and novels than sports or status. I dared to challenge their rules, and that made me enemy number one. Tensions boiled over in my teens. Money became their favorite tool for division. Sophia scored a sleek SUV on her Sweet 16. I got rusty bikes from garage sales. Her university fees? Paid in full. Mine? Earn it yourself, boy. When I asked for fairness, Mom would sigh dramatically. Ethan, you're too emotional. Life doesn't owe you handouts. Dad grumbled that I'd flop without their crutches. One dinner stands out. Dad locked eyes with me across the roast beef and snarled, "If you're still leeching off us past 18, you've failed at life." I forced a chuckle, but it gutted me. On my birthday, they orchestrated my exit like a scripted drama. They perched on the sofa, faces stern, and announced the cutoff. No cash, no fallback. "Time to toughen up," they said. I left with a bag, spare jeans, and a gig flipping burgers that barely covered ramen. That first night, I curled up in my beat-up hatchback. Meanwhile, Sophia flaunted her dorm life on social media. New laptop, endless brunches, all courtesy of Dad's plastic. The one constant was Grandpa Victor. Dad's old man, he marched to his own beat. Where my parents spotted flaws, he saw sparks. They ridiculed my introspection. He called it wisdom. "Ethan, you ponder things. That's a gift." He didn't demand I fit molds. Weekends at his cozy cabin meant hot meals, a spare bed, and zero judgment. I spared him the gory details of my parents' betrayal, but he sensed the rift, noticing my wince at family mentions. Over time, he filled the father role better than Dad ever had. A decade later, I'd pieced together a simple existence: shift work, tight budgets, family at arm's length. Sophia fired off smug updates about her beach getaways or starter mansion, rubbing in the gap. Parents? Radio silence except when they sniffed opportunity. Then Mom's honeyed calls. "Ethan, darling, how's everything?" I'd keep it brief. I wasn't their safety valve. The dreaded news hit. Grandpa has died. It shattered me. Despite his illness, I'd clung to hope. He was my anchor. The lawyer's invite to the reading? I figured a memento, like his old pocket watch. Stepping into that wood-paneled suite, I halted. There sat my parents and Sophia, dolled up like award nominees. Mom beamed falsely. Dad lounged arrogantly. Sophia scanned me appraisingly. I sank into a chair, the room thick with tension. Mom murmured, "Relax, Ethan. We'll handle the estate wisely." Dad chimed, "Absolutely, we'll oversee it for you." Their greed gleamed. They still viewed me as that helpless teen. But the lawyer adjusted his glasses and declared, "Per Victor Hale's directive, the full $3.5 million estate goes to his grandson, Ethan Hale." Time froze. In my mind, Grandpa's sly grin flickered. He'd orchestrated this. Smiles cracked. Sophia's mouth gaped. Then the lawyer added, with key conditions to note. Flipping the script none saw coming. Mom recovered first, her pitch too shrill. That fits. Ethan was Grandpa's favorite, but he'll need our expertise. We're family after all. She nudged Dad, who nodded smugly. Victor had good intentions, but Ethan's green with big sums. It could wreck him. We'll step up logically. The word wreck twisted like a knife. They saw me as a hurdle to riches. Sophia smirked, flipping her hair. No offense, Ethan, but responsibility's never been your strong suit. Remember that overdrawn card in college? A windfall like this? Disaster waiting. Let us guide you. The lawyer interjected firmly. The will states Ethan has sole authority. No managers, no strings. Undeterred, Mom gripped my sleeve. We're here for you, honey. Think of Grandpa. He'd want us sharing the benefits. That benefits dripped entitlement. Rage simmered inside me. Their neglect, my car sleeping nights, Sophia's luxuries. Now they demanded a cut. Sophia leaned in, patronizing. You've scraped by okay, but this is next level. No house, still renting? You'd squander it. Dad's the pro. Let him lead. Unspoken. I was forever the loser. Lawyer again. Explicitly, Ethan alone. Dad's grin strained. Just worried, son. The term rang empty, from the man who'd watched me leave penniless. Mom tittered, we pushed you hard to build character. No grudges. Let's unite. Hypocrisy choked me. Grandpa had built me, teaching grit through kindness. I stayed silent, absorbing their digs. As the reading wrapped, Mom rose briskly. Thanks, Mr. Ellis. Ethan, dinner at ours tonight? We'll map it out. Dad. Investments, real estate. We've got you, Sophia whispered as we exited. Count your blessings. Without us, you'd sink. Fists balled, I seethed. Not luck. Grandpa chose me. But I held my tongue. This was round one. Leaving with the will copy felt surreal. Parents' forced grins masked fury. I sensed more plots. Spot on. That night Sophia barged into my flat, scent heavy and superior. Quaint spot, she sniffed. But upgrade time. We can help, if you wise up. Exhausted, I asked, what's the play? She lounged uninvited. Don't botch this. You've played small forever. Dad on finance, Mom on connections, me on flair. We amplify it. Drop the pride. Her barbs echoed old wounds. Inadequate, obstinate. I got this, I snapped. Grandpa picked me, she laughed off key. You think he didn't want family input? Mom even tipped you on the meeting. Revelation. She probed weaknesses. But the hammer dropped a week later. Lawyer's call. Unauthorized estate access attempts. Someone posed as your agent. Heart sinking, I knew. Parents. Driving by their lit-up home that night, rage turned icy. This was criminal, stripping Grandpa's legacy. Sophia's text sealed it. Wake up. Cash suits the skilled. Play dumb, lose everything. Fury snapped. They deemed me disposable even now, recalling Grandpa's words. Ethan, your worth's yours to claim. I vowed, no more victim. I'd safeguard mine and make them rue the disdain. Post-bank scare. Shadows lengthened like old ghosts. I hoped ignoring them would suffice, but they infested cracks. My car got keyed viciously. Landlord griped about phantom noise complaints. Town whispers shifted. Folks eyed me warily, muttering about sponging off the dead. Parents smeared me as the grasping heir, eroding my hard-won trust. Isolation bit deep. Old pals ghosted. One night, bills piled. Fear gripped. Spend Grandpa's gift, fuel their lies. Doubts resurfaced. Maybe I was outmatched. Then, rummaging, I found Grandpa's envelope from my 21st. His script steadied me. Ethan, the world takes if you let it. Stand firm. You're tougher than they know. He foresaw it all, betting on me. Resolve ignited. I documented everything. Bank logs, texts, rumors. Researched laws stealthily at work. Feigned retreat while arming up. Loneliness stung, but secrecy empowered. Grandpa would have grinned. Retaliation loomed. I'd flip the script. Change brewed steadily. Momentum building like dawn after endless night. I absorbed finance basics, transforming fear into fuel. Hired advisor Samuel. Practical, no nonsense. He mapped a solid path. Balanced portfolios, tax shields, growth without flash. You've got the chops, he affirmed. Spark kindled, bought a cozy bungalow, mine outright. First night echoing rooms brought peace. No evictions here. Work surged too. I tackled extras, shone bright. Boss noted, leadership suits you, Ethan. Own it. Promotion followed, then another. Whispers flipped. Ethan's thriving. Victor nailed it. Parents panicked at my ascent. Sophia cornered me on my porch. Fancy digs. Pro help or winging it. Coolly, thriving solo. Her glare. Don't gloat. Dad's exploring options. Slip noted. They plotted still. My climb became armor, expanded circles. Joined a foundation honoring Grandpa's causes. Met influencers who valued his ethos. Each link fortified me against their venom. Scars lingered, but a confidence bloomed. Parents' tactics flopped. Next salvo would be reckless. I prepped not just to block, but counter. Fate intervened at a foundation event. Met Jonathan Reed, ex-lawyer. Grandpa's chess buddy. Eyes twinkling. Victor bragged about you. Over lattes. He prepped safeguards. Knew your folks' games. Overreach. Legal boomerang. He unveiled layered trusts, disinheritance clauses for meddlers, philanthropy mandates. Grandpa's foresight stunned. Notes countered every ploy. Jonathan coached. Build trails. They'll hang themselves. Parents escalated. Mailed proposals. Hire Sophia's aid. Liquidate assets to family pots. Filed away as ammo. My career peaked. Strategy roll. Voice heard. Allies grew. Smears backfired. They mistook silence for weakness. Then Jonathan passed Grandpa's journal. Strategies, insights. Trembling, I grasped. Game over for defense. Offense beckoned. Climax hit swift. Jonathan rang. Parents petitioned court, claiming you're unfit, seeking asset control. At 27, laughable yet public shaming stung. But prepped, our case gleamed. Forgeries, manipulations, will clauses, journal quotes proving Grandpa's intent. Courtroom. Gray skies outside, tension thick. Parents and Sophia oozed assurance. Their lawyer droned. Unstable, inexperienced. Jonathan countered methodically. Greed, not guardianship. Evidence avalanche. Access bids, letters, texts, disinheritance triggers. Journal clincher. If they grasp, it validates my choice of Ethan. Faces drained. Sophia fidgeted. Judge, petition dismissed. Estate Ethan's alone. No further interference. Slam. Outdoors, Mom pleaded, for your sake, Ethan, let us ease the burden. Steely, your greed's exposed. Grandpa saw it. Now all do. Dad averted eyes. Sophia fled. Weight vanished. I'd honored Grandpa with poise they never foresaw. Aftermath unfolded like unraveling yarn. Mom's social hive iced her out. Whispers turned to shuns. Dad's firm nudged retirement amid client exodus. Sophia? Status crumbled. Bow bolted. She slunk home. Trio stewed in shared defeat. My world bloomed. invested wisely, led causes, earned true esteem. One dusk I idled by their fading house, weeds creeping, paint peeling, flood of memories, ejection, taunts, struggles, but no wake. They'd tempered me into steel, revenge, not court win or their ruin, but freedom from their shadow. Window down, I murmured, Victor was spot on. My value's mine. Engine revved, I drove into twilight, their grip shattered forever. Karma, served cold and complete.